Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the virtual Volusia Speedway Park in the Sunshine State, excuse me, Barberville, Florida, to be specific. Tonight we're going to kick things off with a doubleheader of iRacing action. First up, it's going to be the kids from the Quarter Midget iRacing Club taking the sprint cars out for a spin here on the just under half-mile D-shaped oval of Volusia Speedway Park. See them doing a little bit of a test start there, which pretty cool to see the kids get a little bit of practice in here in a good way early on in the night. Want to bring you up to speed on some of the stuff that's happened since we last talked to you with the Quarter Midget kids. Driver who finished second 1 week ago, Reed Whitney, was penalized to the tail end of the lead lap for failing to heed a black flag. Led a total of 20 laps over the course of the race, but that penalty was issued by the iRacing servers at the conclusion of the event, because if you don't answer the black flag, the penalty gets applied to the end. So that put Noah Carpenter as your race winner, who took the checkered flag, Jace Mongu, and a third place Vincent Gucci up to your top three. And it did cause a big shuffle in the points as well. Carpenter, currently the points leader, sitting on 43, and then it drops 1 point back for everybody all the way through the field. Whitney going from a 42-point run for finishing second. No points on the night is what I believe the number is actually going to be here. So, yeah, pretty big penalty for Reed Whitney there for failing to heed the black flag. And in a short six-race series like this, that may knock him out of contention entirely. So it'll be interesting to see how young Mr. Whitney is able to come back from that this weekend. I want to remind everybody, you can leave your comments for us here on the National Racing Network Facebook page, the YouTube channel, all that kind of fun stuff, as we are just finishing up practice. And it is going to be time to qualify. Let's get these out of the way here real quick. You can support us on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/National Racing Network. And just a couple of bucks a month, you can support all the hard work that we do. And thank you very much to all of our patrons who choose to support us that way. And don't forget, check us out on the socials, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, all at National Racing Network. And we are also finally, with a decent YouTube or decent Twitter handle now, we are at the NRN TV. So we can also see any tweets that come in there. Let's pull up qualifying mode for you here so you can see where everybody is, what they're doing out on the racetrack. First lap time on the board, Seth Stenzel goes to the top of the charts at a 15.32 seconds, 15.32 for Seth Stenzel. New quick time, Nathan Coaster to the top of the charts at a 15.24. Let's pick up that 24 machine as he is working his second lap. Baldwin went quicker, 15.28, but it's not going to be quick enough to grab the pole. Matt Hune finishing up his run. He's going to jump up to the fourth position. Pull the timing tower up here on the side of the screen as well, give you an idea of everybody's lap times. New quick time, Reed Whitney. There's your answer to the question, folks. How about that? He moves to the top of the charts at a 15.23 in the number 11. He's the 11 on the timing and scoring board. He's going to be the 87, that gray with blue colors on this one. Looks like just about everybody else finishing up here. We'll pick up the timing and scoring 22. The numbers match on this one. That is Parker Bursk. Only a couple of cars have not turned a time yet here. And one of the things about iRacing is as you proceed through everything here in the system, if you make contact, if you get any kind of an incident, Your lap time in qualifications does not count. So Nicholas Chaber Jr., Landon Hathaway, Dustin Weber, Dylan Kotu, all have turned their allowed 2 laps. But because of incidents, that's going to bring them back down, and they will not list a time in qualifications here. A couple of quick cars there towards the back of the field, so they will have to come from deep in the heat races, that is for sure. Looks like Chase Weir finally making his way into the pit area and out onto the racetrack, so we'll get you a look here at the 61 machine. And he will be the last car to take time here in qualifications tonight. To answer Paul Mancini's question, yes, we will be broadcasting. That's the second end of the doubleheader. Thank you for the segue, Mr. Mancini. The second half of the doubleheader is going to be modifieds from Cedar Lake. So we're going to go from Florida up to Wisconsin in about the time it takes the iRacing server to load here once we complete the first set of races here with the Quarter Midget iRacing Club. Want to get the sponsor thank yous in on these folks quickly. QMIRC, that is the Quarter Midget iRacing Club. They're bringing together quarter midget drivers from around the country to give each a chance to race each other online here over the winter. From ages 5 to 16, you can find more information by visiting facebook.com/Quarter Midget iRacing Club. It's all one big word there. Das Stitch House is a custom embroidery company in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, specializing in embroidering racewear, workwear, and streetwear. At Das Stitch House, they push the boundaries of embroider craft. Make sure you find them online at dasstitchhouse.com. Graham's Inc. is a 6-year young company representing grandparents who unconditionally support their favorite race teams. Thank you very much for supporting the kids here as they get to get out and have a little fun tonight. Hathaway Racing is a family-run quarter midget racing team consisting of Landon and Grayson Hathaway. Established in 2012, they're based in Grand Haven, Michigan. You can contact Tony Hathaway at Hathaway Racing 10 on Facebook. Hammerhead Promotions was formed in 2001 out of a passion to serve the motorsports community. They started in web design in the early days, but now they've shifted their focus over to photography and preserving special moments in people's lives. Contact Dave Nail at hammerheadpromotions.com. And finally, Curbs Plus Inc. is a manufacturer of conventional and pre-engineered metal building roof curbs, curb adapters, architectural equipment screens, diffusers, and more. Headquartered in Ringgold, Georgia, with additional facilities in El Dorado, Kansas, and Mount Union, Pennsylvania. Curbs Plus is recognized for their quality, responsiveness, and on-time delivery. Make sure you check them out at curbs-plus.com. And with that, qualifications are going to be wrapped up here, and we should head into our first heat race of the night here. Reed Whitney going to be top of the charts, and let's get you the rundown here. There are the results from qualifications. Oh, guess it would help if we put the right ones up on screen here, though, for you. How about that? Yeah, Reed Whitney's going to be quickest, 15.234, less than 1/100th of a second back to Nathan Coaster in second. Dylan Baldwin, Seth Stenzel, and Noah Carpenter complete your top 5. Heat race number 1 getting out on the racetrack and gridded up. Here is the starting lineup. Reed Whitney and Noah Carpenter are going to make up the front row for this one. Matt Hune and Julian Rexroad in row number 2. Logan Mears and Gavin Krupp in row 3. Parker Bursk, Zach Weigel in row 4, Jocelyn, and then Ethan Kessel in row number 5, and Landon Hathaway all alone in row number 6. While the cars circulate around here, let's take a minute to give you the update here on the Highside Hustle, premiering tomorrow night here on the National Racing Network. Bert Wojcik, Adam Rubright going to be hosting the show. We are going to be live and in person from Westie's up in Hamburg. So make sure you come on out and support the show out there at Westie's. We're going to have guests on the phone for this one. Our guests are going to be Brian Walker. You probably know him better as Walkipedia. guru of all things dirt racing. The amount of knowledge in that man's head is just kind of insane. And also, we're going to have a guy who had a phenomenal 2020 season, and his 2021 started off pretty darn well too. Mr. Double Driller himself, Brian Carber, will be joining us on the program as well. So we are really looking forward to a fantastic first episode of the Highside Hustle coming up tomorrow night. Oh, you guys are hearing the echo from me here, huh? All right, well, green flag's in the air. We're underway here at heat race number 1, 8 laps the distance. Whitney and Carpenter lead the field to green into turn number 1. And Whitney's going to get the early jump. Side-by-side battle back there for second. Matt Hune up 1 spot. He's going to grab second position, and he'll go to battle with Carpenter. Top 4 are going to transfer in this one, or at least that should be the number that transfers. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better on the echo. Checking some of the comments coming in already as we're going to be rapidly approaching halfway. Jennifer Kelleher saying, come on, Logan. Already halfway home, and Reed Whitney with a huge gap. In fact, we'll call that almost a second and a quarter. 2, 3, 4 all lined up pretty tight. Field getting single filed out fairly rapidly in this one. We'll keep our eye back here as this is going to be right in the battle for the transfer spot. The Abreu Vineyards number 24 machine, and Gavin Krupp running in the 4th position. Rico Abreu sporting some rowdy energy colors for the Chili Bowl this year. That's going to be a fantastic looking paint scheme once it gets to iRacing. The Chick-fil-A number 10, Landon Hathaway. Great paint scheme there. Well, white flag is out, 1 lap to go. We'll see if there's going to be the move to the inside. Race leader Reed Whitney is checking out and long gone. Checkered flag in the air. Nice pass inside by Hathaway. Checkered flag. Whitney gets the win, followed by Hune, Carpenter, Hathaway, and Krupp. Nice run there. Clean and green. Everybody got single filed out well. Nice to see no contact issues early on in this one. Get you the starting grid for heat race number 2. This one's going to have Nathan Coaster and Jace Mongan on the front row. Lucas Kostick and Camden Hibbett will make up row number 2. Michaela and Cole Bennett in row number 3. Zoe Butler and Matthew Goslin in row 4. Jax Whitmer and Talon Bossert in row 5. And Dale Weber all alone in row number 6. Pull up the comments here from YouTube. Jacob Stitzel saying, go get him, Lucas. Also want to give a shout out here to Mr. Robert Kreiser. Thank you very much for having us on your show last night, the fastest show on Rock Rage Radio. Make sure you check them out Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. Still one more lap until we get the green flag. And let's see if we can answer Dalton Trum's question here as well. What car is at Cedar Lake? If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be a big block versus small block modified shootout type race. So the drivers will get to have a choice of either the big blocks or the small blocks. But I'm seeing some things here that I may have the wrong info. I may have checked the wrong schedule for the Snydersville race. So I'll see if I can't get Alex Greenswig in here to give us, make sure that I'm not as screwed up as I think in the comments. Pace truck is in. Mongen and Coaster going to lead the field to green. Green flag in the air. We're underway. Very nice start at the front of the field. A little bit of beating and banging. Little left side loving, right side romance back there for the 4th position. Michaela's going to hold on to it in the 52. I believe that was Camden Hibbett that was involved in that one as well. Trouble on the racetrack for Talon Bossert. That car having an early issue. A lot of beating and banging back through the field. We got a good duel for the race lead as well. Coaster has it, going to look to the inside. Here comes Jace Monga to the outside. Really important to keep these things wound up here at Volusia. The 305s, you do not want to see the RPMs drop at all. Sometimes running the high line can be a hair advantageous. And we're seeing it right now down the back straightaway as they work into turn number 3. Big right rear from Coaster. Mongan has to slide up the racetrack. Cross flags halfway home. Top 3 have separated themselves out from 4th place running Camden Hibbett. No battle back there for the transfer spot either, so we'll stay here at the front of the field. Coaster holding on to the inside line. Mongan still looking outside. Evenly matched here. Oh, a little bit of contact. That's going to force Mongan up the racetrack. Give 2nd spot to Lucas Kostick. 2 to go here in heat race number 2. We are already down to the white flag, and don't look now, but Dustin Weber starting to catch up on Camden Hibbett. In fact, just set the quickest lap of the race. 3-way battle for the heat race win off of turn number 4. Checkered flag will fly. Give that one to Nathan Coaster. Fantastic race at the front of the field there. Lucas Kostick, Jace Mongan going to complete a tightly grouped top 3. 4th place will belong to Camden Hibbett. There are your results for that one. Nathan Coaster, Lucas Kostick, Jace Mongan, Camden Hibbett, your top 4 that'll transfer in. Dustin Weber, Jax Whitmer, Matthew Goslin, Michaela Cole Bennett, Talon Bossert, Zoe Butler all will have to head to the Consi. Heat race number 3 starting to grid up. In fact, these cars are going to be rolling here in just a moment. Dylan Baldwin and Dalton Schrum going to make up the front row. David Milazar and David Camden in row number 2. Connor Fetro and Logan Watt in row 3. Ty and Deal and Jake Moyer in row 4. Row 5, Austin Camp and Peanut Nicholas Chamber Jr. all alone in row number 6. Everybody's going to head to either a Consi or the feature tonight, and then obviously the Consi drivers will be able to, the transferred cars will transfer into the feature, but the consolation races are pretty long for this series. They're going to be running, I believe, about 20 laps here tonight at Volusia. So basically it gives the kids who aren't going to get a shot to run the feature, they're still going to get a pretty decent length feature race to try to run. So pace lap number 1 on the board. Lights are out. We're going to get ready to go green this next time by. Quentin Flory checking into the comments saying, let's go Titan Deal, and Caitlin Stradley. Caitlin Stradley is the one on your screens as Peanut, by the way. Also, Thomas Healy checking in, saying, great job, Kostick. Yeah. The racing's been pretty good here tonight. Pace truck is off. We are ready to go racing. And we're underway. Great start off the outside for Dalton Schrum. What a run for that car. 3-wide battle down the back straight away for the transfer spot. Logan Watt, Connor Fetro going to be doing battle into turn 3. Oh, a couple of cars hard into the outside wall. That's going to end their heat race. 5-car breakaway at the front of the field. Battle for the race lead as well. Here comes Dylan Baldwin looking to get around Dalton Schrum on the outside. Clean pass there. Nice job, Dylan Baldwin. He's going to be your race leader with 6 laps remaining. David Milazar, Connor Fetro have the transfer spots right now. But Logan Watt not far behind. If Dad's the electric company, are we calling Logan the power plant? Let us know what you think of that nickname in the comments. Cross flags halfway home. Dylan Baldwin, Dalton Shrum, David Milazar, Connor Fetro, your top 4. Fetro now going to look to the outside of Milazar down the back straightaway. Sometimes on corner entry, you can really get the car pinched off and you'll see the RPMs drop. And that's where the outside lane's able to work just a little bit better. It's really just about keeping a very, very smooth wheel. You see that out of Connor Fetro on the outside. Good wheel-to-wheel racing off of turn number 4. 2 to go. Neither one of these cars can make a mistake. They'll end up on the outside looking in. Fetro able to get around Milazar. White flag is out, 1 to go. We're going to stay right here with the battle for the transfer spot. Milazar has it. Logan Watt wants it down the back straightaway. Here comes the big move to the inside. Fetro slides up the racetrack just a little bit. Oh, what a drag race to the line. Great race there at the end. Dylan Baldwin picks up the heat race win over Dalton Shrum, Connor Fetro, and David Milazar. We have seen 3 really good heat races already. Baldwin, Shrum, Fetro, and Milazar will transfer in. Watt, Moyer, Camp, Chaber, Peanut, Camden, and Deal all heading to the Consi. Get you the starting grid now for heat race number 4. Seth Stenzel and Mason Beinhauer will be on the front row. Vincent Gucci and Josh Anderson in row 2. Landry Deneen and Matthew Lind in row 3. Jackson White, Caden Hazel in row 4. Larry Lelleher and Chase Weir in row 5. All alone in row 6 is going to be that number 53 of Dylan Kotu. Nikki Leach, I know you were watching before. Let me know in the comments if the echo has been fixed. Once again, want to thank all the sponsors of tonight's Quarter Midget iRacing Club Racing, including Das Stitch House, Grams Inc., Hathaway Racing, Hammerhead Promotions, and Curbs Plus. That's going to answer my question. It's a typo. That's the answer. It's Larry Kelleher. I'm going to screw that one up all night. Sorry there, Miss Jennifer, but you get used to seeing something on screen and then whatever's there comes out of your mouth. It's that kind of the anchor man problem, I guess we could say. So yeah, Larry Kelleher will be starting in the 9th position in this heat race, and we'll be sure to get that one corrected on the iRacing side of things here as well. Here, possibly a little bit of contact on the pace laps. Trying to check, don't see anything. Green flags in the air, we are underway. Stenzel going to lead the field in, 1 car hard into the outside wall already. Pretty cool. Exalta Rainbow Warrior scheme on 3rd place running Vincent Gucci. He's going to be the 24 on the racetrack and the 81 in timing and scoring. Trouble for Caden Hazel. That's who had the issue on lap number 1. Keep our eye on Landry Deneen in that blue and black number 48 machine. That's going to be your battle for the transfer spot. Deneen holding on to it. The battle now going on between Kelleher and Anderson. Kelleher moving up pretty rapidly through the field here. None of those 24 Abreu Vineyards colors. This time it's going to be on the 35 of Anderson that you're seeing in timing and scoring. Nice move by Kelleher, and probably going to bring the 44 at Jackson White. Oh, big slider. Wow. How did the 7 machine not get absolutely creamed in the middle of 1 and 2? That car going around right in front of the leaders. Speaking of, we'll pick up your race leader. That's going to be Seth Stenzel. Down to 2 laps remaining here. Down the front straightaway, Stenzel going to see the white flag. 1 lap remaining here at Volusia. And yes, Ike Fullerton, I see the comment there too. Basically what happens is it kind of gets into some of the goofy data entry stuff in iRacing. We'll take a look at that and see, make sure we have that corrected for next week here. The checkered flag is out already on this one. Quick 8 laps in the books, 2 minutes and 20 seconds for the 99 of Seth Stenzel. He will be your heat race winner. So we'll get you your results from heat race number 4. Stenzel, Beinhauer, Gucci, and Deneen going to be your transfer cars. White, Anderson, Kelleher, Weir, Kotu, Hazel, and Lind all heading to the Consi. And just like that, it's already Consi time here at Volusia Speedway Park. Let's get you the starting lineup. Huge field of cars. Coming right into your living room. Gavin Crump and Dustin Weber going to make up the front row for this one. Logan Watt and Jackson White in row number 2. Logan Mears and Jax Whitmer in row 3. Jake Moyer, Josh Anderson in row number 4. Row 5 will have Julian Rexroad and Matthew Goslin. Austin Camp and Larry Kelleher in row number 6. Row 7, Parker Bursk and Michaela Fullerton. Nicholas Chaber Jr. and Chase Weir in row number 8. Row 9, Zach Weigel and Cole Bennett. Caitlin Stradley or Peanut and Dylan Kotu in row number 10. Row 11, Ethan Kessel and Talon Bossert. David Camden and Caden Hazel in row number 12. Row 13, Jocelyn and Zoe Butler. Ty and Deal and Matthew Lind will round out the field in row number 14. So Consi time here at Volusia. Pace truck getting ready to pull off. It's going to be a 15-lap Consi. Green flag in the air. We're underway. Watt looking to the inside of Weber. Logan Watt going to pick up second. Trouble for Chase Weir towards the back of the field. Get you a little bit wider shot here so you can see all the goings on. Caution flag is out. Caution number 1 on the racetrack here with 1 lap in the books. Pull up the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay on this one. Trouble for David Camden. And we're still seeing the leaders here. Let's see if we can't find David Camden. There we go. Couple of cars having issues. Actually, several cars going around and making contact. Finally hard into the outside wall. That start disjointed from the drop of the green flag as we go back to a live look at the action. Any cars that flip do have to take the tow into the infield. And Question is 4 to the main. It's going to be more than that. We ran 4 heat races. We took 4. That's 16. Should be a total of 8 cars that'll transfer in tonight. I believe they were going to run a 24-car feature tonight, but all right, Nikki, thanks for hanging with us here, brother. Hope you'll be tuning in to tomorrow night's first edition of the Highside Hustle. Really looking forward to that one. What a neat weekend of racing at the Tulsa Shootout. And then we're going to have the Chili Bowl coming up next weekend. Man, what a time to be a race fan. Chili Bowl kicking things off, and then we are right into real world racing action. We'll talk a little bit about it, but we're back underway here with now 11 to go in the B main. Good start all the way around. We'll actually pick up towards the back of the pack here and see the battle for the transfer spot. Nicholas Chaber Jr., he's listed as the 38. It's going to be that black and white machine, I believe the 18. That's who currently has the spot down the back straightaway, rapidly catching up to the 707 at Jax Whitmer. A little bit of a connection issue there. Pretty neat to watch these kids slide these cars all the way up against the outside wall. And this is the battle for 7th that's starting to develop here just a little bit. Oh, big bobble out of the 707. That's going to move Jax Whitmer back into the transfer spot. We got a heck of a duel going on just ahead of that as well. Oh, trouble for Logan Mears, hard up into the outside wall. Another car going with them as well. We're going to shuffle the running order once again. But we're also going to stay under green. Down to 7 laps remaining. Nicholas Chaber Jr. having an issue. The 19 of Logan Mears still holding on to that final transfer spot. Battling hard just ahead of him. The 18 is Zach Weigel, ready to pounce on any issue in front of him. Oh, good drive off the corner there for the 18. We'll see if he can keep the momentum up. Big wiggle out of Mears. Oh, trouble for the 54 of Dustin Weber. He was running inside the transfer spots. Michaela coming up, Michaela Fullerton, she's going to now pick up the transfer. Up 6 spots, Zach Weigel up 10. How about Zoe Butler up 14 spots to 12th. Titan Deal also up 14, but both cars currently out of the transfers. We're down to 3 to go. Oh, a couple of cars making hard contact into the outside wall. That may have been a lap car that was involved there as well. At the front of the field, race leader Logan Watt. 8 to transfer. Watt's going to be your race leader with 1 to go. Jackson White, Josh Anderson, Gavin Krupp, Larry Kelleher, Zach Weigel, Michaela Fullerton, Logan Mears, currently the cars that are going to transfer. Down the backstretch for the final time and into 3 and 4. By almost a second and a half, checkered flag in the air to Logan Watt. Jackson White, Josh Anderson, Gavin Krupp, Jocelyn, Larry Kelleher, Zach Weigel, and Michaela Fullerton look to be the cars that will transfer into the feature. Not all that bad. Nice 15-lap race. 8 to transfer out of the Consi. So you want to see 28 cars lining up in a Consi, and you're going to take 8. Very, very nice ratio there. All right, so they're going to get a bit of a warm-up session in here. So let's do this. We'll get the first commercial break of the night out of the way. And then you're going to get one more at the conclusion of tonight's feature event as well, as we get ready to head into the second half of tonight's racing action. But for right now, you are watching the Quarter Midget iRacing Club right here on the National Racing Network.
car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this and I will take that ride home.
If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. All right, everybody, welcome back here. Shorter than expected commercial break, Volusia Speedway Park. It is feature time here for the Quarter Midget iRacing Club. And let's get you the starting grid for tonight's race. On the pole, going to be the number 11 of Reed Whitney. To the outside, the 24 of Nathan Coaster. Row 2 will have the 67 of Dylan Baldwin and the 99 of Seth Stenzel. Matt Hune and Larry Kostick will make up row number 3, Dalton Schrum and Mason Beinhauer in row number 4. Noah Carpenter and Jace Mongan in row 5. Connor Fetro and Vincent Gucci in row number 6. Row 7, Landon Hathaway and Camden Hibbett. Row 8, David Milazar and Landry Deneen. Row number 9, Logan Watt and Jackson White. Josh Anderson and Gavin Krupp in row number 10. Larry Kelleher and Zach Weigel in row number 11. And row number 12, Michaela Fullerton and Logan Mears. And the final car to transfer in out of tonight's consolation race, the 25 of Cole Bennett, will line up in the 25th position. So just about ready to go green. Get you a look up at the front of the pack here. Big gap that Reed Whitney and Nathan Coaster are leaving to the pace truck. They want to control, especially Whitney, your pole sitter, wanting to control the pace of the start. I don't know how far back they're going to let you get. Initial starts on green, and we are underway. Whitney going to be your leader to the inside, but here comes Coaster looking to the outside, almost making contact. Caution flag is out, yellow flag number 1 on the speedway for an early incident. See if we can take a look and see what happened here. We may catch this one a little bit as it's in progress here, but Dalton Schrum having an issue on the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay. Oh yeah, 3-4 cars getting all banged up to the inside. The 8, I would imagine, yeah, he was going to have to tow with him being stuck on his side like that. So back to the live look in, and thank you, Roger Thompson, Jace Mungin. I will do my best to remember that one. Got to thank all the sponsors involved tonight, including Das Stitch House. They're a custom embroidery company up here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, specializing in embroidering racewear, workwear, and streetwear. At Das Stitch House, they push the boundaries of embroider craft. Find them online at dasstitchhouse.com. Once again, seeing Reed Whitney leave a big gap back to the pace truck, I would imagine race control is not going to be real happy with that. iRacing will actually penalize you if you leave too much of a gap. And like we saw a week ago, answering the black flag, it's something that we can't see here on the broadcast side. So we can't tell if a driver has a black flag and they're not answering it. We'll only be able to tell that in the kind of post-race review that goes on once the official results get published. So Whitney going to be your leader. Coaster, Baldwin, Stenzel, Hune, and Kostick. Beinhauer, Carpenter, Mungin, and Fetro, your top 10. And it looks like the lights are out on the iRacing safety truck. So with 21 to go, we are going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Also want to thank Graham's Inc. They're a 6-year young company representing grandparents who unconditionally support their favorite race teams. Neat little way to get some of the family money involved here. Top 3 are going to break away easily on the start. Whitney, Coaster, and Baldwin, but everybody packs back up in really tight. Oh, we've got cars making contact back in the pack just a little bit. Looks like we're going to stay green. Just getting, oh, caution flag is going to come out now. Second yellow flag of the race. Several cars having an issue. See if we can pick up where this happened. Issue may have been with Zach Weigel. Let's see what he saw here at the back of the field. There's a whole group of cars that were making contact in front. One car going around on the front straightaway. I believe that was Vincent Gucci. Take a look here. See what happened to the 24 machine. A little bit of contact. Oh, and then a heavy hit into Patrick Fetro. That car goes around. Comes to a stop. Nice job getting that car spun back around in the right direction without totally backing up into the field. So now with laps under caution not counting in this one, basically what that means is you're going to see timing and scoring go absolutely ballistic during the caution flag. So we're going to pull the graphics down under caution. One of the things it does, it basically says that everybody crashed. That's the way it's able to reset the field, because if you crash, your lap doesn't get scored. So if everybody crashes, your laps don't, obviously none of the laps would get scored. So check in on the comments here. Chris Colby checking in, saying, come on, Reed, dig hard. Jamie Wintrout also checking in here, saying, go Jace. And lights are out. We are doubled up and ready to go back to green flag racing here. So let's pick things up at the front of the field. Reed Whitney, Nathan Coaster going to be your leaders. Pace truck is off. Green flag's back in the air. That's one of the reasons that you try to get the gap, is that you're going to open yourself up to get the good start. Good battle up through the middle of the field. Nathan Coaster going to fall back to the 4th position. Jace Mungin looks inside. Oh, one car going around down the front straightaway. We'll see if we stay green here. That looked like a couple of cars having issues. And we will not. We are back under the yellow flag. Third caution of the race here now with Still 21 laps remaining. Trouble for Dalton Schrum. Pick it up on the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. Schrum was coming in from the back of the pack. Oh, trouble for Logan Watt. We had a couple cars around. Not sure where the issue was for Dalton Schrum. Check out Matt Hune. See if we can see what happened here. That's the 27 Fanatec entry. Little bit of contact. Yep, that was all it took. Oh, and then a hard hit from the 10 of Landon Hathaway. So that's what brings out the caution flag. Still 21 laps to go. We talked about it a little bit here with some of the excitement coming up from the Chili Bowl. Kind of give you some neat facts and figures on that one. 6 former winners are entered, including defending champ Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Rico Abreu, Sammy Swindell, Damian Gardner, Tim McCready. A lot of experience at the front of the field there. A lot of experience here too. Green flag back out. We are underway. Let's try it again. Reed Whitney gets off to the good lead. Jace Munge and Noah Carpenter going to battle for the 3rd position. Munge on the outside, a little bit of right side romance from Carpenter. He picks up the spot. Now we're going to have a 3-car duel, just 1 spot back. Munge is going to lose 2 more spots in the process. As Kostick and Coaster are able to get around, those two can't stay away from each other all night tonight. Mason Beinhauer looks to the inside. Couple of hard chargers already. Cole Bennett up 11 spots to the 14th position. Logan Mears, Zach Weigel each up 9. Noah Carpenter, currently running 3rd, is up 6 spots from the drop of the green flag. Staying on Jace Munge. Oh, a couple of cars hard into the outside wall. Caution flag back out on the speedway. Got a couple of laps in that time. Looks like trouble for Seth Stenzel. We'll pick up the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. Stenzel there in that white and black, mean green, number 99. Heavy contact with the 10, puts them both up into the outside wall. That was a move we might say was opportunistic at best. But let's see if we can't pull it up from the cockpit camera here of Seth Stenzel. You can see him start to slide up the racetrack, and one of the things about the dirt world that you don't have in the real world is the lack of spotter. Here in the iRacing world, most of the cars will be, and especially the younger drivers, they're going to run with the spotter on. The problem is you're not necessarily going to catch the car at an opportune moment for the sponsor. Checking the comments, nickname of the night so far, Stephen Carell for the Rockwell Rocket, Larry Kelleher. That's a fantastic nickname. I like that one. We are already doubled up and ready to go back to racing. Going to be 18 to go now. I would imagine race control wants these drivers to try to get settled in and get some laps logged. Still 18 laps remaining and already almost 11 minutes into the feature. Green flag back in the air. We are underway. Whitney again jumps out to the big lead. Here comes Carpenter looking to the inside of Baldwin. Back end got skitterish, and we are under yellow before we're off at turn 2. Take a look here at the Hot Shoe Racewear Instant Replay. Trouble for Michaela Fullerton. Trying to find where she is here. There we go. Let's wind that one back up for you here. Pick up the replay. Oh, yeah, she just got a little bit loose. Heavy correction and hard into the outside wall. With iRacing throwing the cautions, that's the only way you can do it, to have the laps not count. Makes things, some incidents like Michaela had there where you clear yourself off, you know, you have your wreck, you get cleared off. With live admins, that's probably not going to draw a yellow flag. But if you're going to have caution laps not count, then you have to have the iRacing cautions on. And that's the big difference, at least in terms of officiating, that you see between this series and the Snydersville Raceway Wide Open Wednesday series. It's coming up as soon as this race is completed. They do run that with live admins. So they run caution laps count. So they'll run a 60-lap feature, but the caution laps are going to count. However, with the admins throwing the cautions, you end up with fewer of them. So you end up with a ton of green flag racing. And actually, an issue that I've been trying to keep an eye on in the forums that I haven't really seen addressed yet, the fact that iRacing does not allow refueling on dirt, it's going to make things kind of difficult for the kind of longer distance races. Already back to green flag racing. 16 to go, and still the Whitney and Baldwin show out front. They're going to break away. 4-car battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And back under the caution flag once again. Just trying to take a look at the events viewer that we have. You can kind of see who crashed and help us pull up the replays. I don't see anything, so I don't want to single anybody out here as being a cause of the caution. So we're not going to pull up any replays here. There you sort of see how iRacing's timing and scoring goes a little bit ballistic. I want to thank our next sponsor. You see them up there in the corner, Hathaway Racing. They're a family-run quarter midget team consisting of Landon and Grayson Hathaway. Established in 2012, they are based in Grand Haven, Michigan. You can contact Troy Hathaway at facebook.com/HathawayRacing10. Also need to say a big thank you to Hammerhead Promotions, who was formed in 2001 out of a passion to serve the motorsports community. They were initially involved in the web design in their early days, but they've since shifted their focus to photography and preserving special moments in people's lives. Contact Dave Nail at hammerheadpromotions.com. Once again, seeing Reed Whitney leaving a pretty big gap to the pace truck. And basically, as soon as the truck makes the left-hand turn, Whitney can get on the accelerator and go. Going to bring the field down just a little bit slow. Everybody stays in line. Top 4 going to be bunched up. Man, that's going to be really tight for Jace Mungin. If he didn't get the pass done before the start-finish line, it was the best start of the night for sure. Oh, a little bit of a hip check there to Noah Carpenter. Carpenter slides up the racetrack. New race leader at the start-finish line, Dylan Baldwin. Great battles throughout the front of the field. Baldwin going to hold on to the top spot. Mungin now runs second. Reed Whitney back to the 4th position. He's going to be alongside Carpenter. Now Connor Fetro coming from the back. Oh, and a big bump there for Whitney. He's going to fall back again. Caution flag coming out here with now 13 laps remaining. Action-packed couple of laps there. Take a look here. The issue may have been for Mason Beinhauer. Keep your eyes on that number 21. There was the hip check to Whitney. Oh, Beinhauer and David Milazar making pretty heavy contact down the front straightaway. Both of those cars end up on their side and will have to make the tow into the pit lane. If you can get out of the pits before the caution is up, if your tow is relatively short, you actually won't lose a lap in the process here. We'll give you the rundown from back to front. Gavin Krupp in the 5, currently being scored as out of the race and having not turned a lap. Michaela Fullerton, Camden Hibbett, Seth Stenzel, Dalton Schrum. Matt Hune also a lap down. You kind of see the timing and scoring doing its dance on this one here. Michaela Fullerton now pit side. Running in the 19th position, last car on the lead lap, that's Mason Beinhauer. Josh Anderson, Lucas Kostick, Logan Mears, Larry Kelleher, Cole Bennett, Landon Hathaway, Logan Watt, Vincent Gucci complete the field up to 11th. Running 10th, Landry Deneen, Jackson White. Now we're going to do the dance again of cars moving around in timing and scoring. Basically getting everybody cycled through as they cross the start-finish line. So Landry Deneen running 10th, Zach Weigel 9th, Jackson White 8th, Connor Fetro 7th, Reed Whitney 6th, Nathan Coaster inside the top 5, Noah Carpenter, Jace Mungin, and Dylan Baldwin going to be your race leader. Field is doubled up. And we're back under green. Baldwin holds the inside line, gets a little bit of a shot from Coaster. Car's beating and banging a little bit towards the back of the pack as well. Good battle for the race lead at the front of the field. Several cars up into the outside wall. That's going to bring a caution flag out because they didn't get themselves cleared before race leaders were getting around to them. That's one of the things that they really try to preach to some of the younger kids is you've got to get yourself cleared off the racetrack. Want to get another sponsor shout out in here to Curbs Plus. They're a manufacturer of conventional and pre-engineered metal building roof curbs, curb adapters, architectural equipment screens, diffusers, and more. Headquartered in Ringgold, Georgia, with additional facilities in El Dorado, Kansas, and Mount Union, Pennsylvania, Curbs Plus is recognized for their quality, responsiveness, and on-time delivery. Find them online at curbs-plus.com. Without getting a lap in under green, actually, if we got a lap in, they're going to be double file, but yeah, lights are still on, so we're going to go at least another lap behind the pace truck. The lights are out and they're doubling up, so we did get the lap scored. Baldwin and Coaster are going to be your front row. Mungin and Carpenter in row 2. Whitney and White in row 3. Sounds like some extracurricular activities going on throughout the field. Pace truck's going to make the left-hand turn, and we're back underway. What a start for Coaster. He's going to be your race leader by a car length into 1. Carpenter going to slide up the racetrack just a little bit. Mungin going to be right there as well. How about that hornet's nest? Fighting for third on back. Reed Whitney making a nice comeback through the field. Whitney's going to look to the inside of Mungin, get that pass completed off of turn number 2. And how about this? I'll be quiet for a minute here. We'll give you folks a chance to enjoy the sprint cars. It's time to crank it up. Back under the caution flag with now 7 laps remaining. See if we can take a look and see what happened here to bring out that yellow. Trouble for Zach Weigel, the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. Couple of cars getting banged around. Weigel got a little bit of help. Connor Fetro goes around to the inside. Couple of cars hard into the outside wall. Yeah, that's going to bring out a caution flag each and every time that one happens out on the racetrack. So we'll pick up your should-be race leader. That is the 67 of Dylan Baldwin. Give you some of the wide-angle shots here from around Volusia Raceway Park. Inside of 10 to go. See Mason Pittenger checking in the comments. Mason, we are doing very well over here. Hope you and your family are doing well also. Thank you very much to Jamie Wintrout. Thank you for your support. You can support the National Racing Network by sending stars if you're watching on Facebook. Dustin Weber, thank you very much for your support as well. Lights are out. Going to be a single file restart. Neat look here from on top of the Tower of Power down the back straightaway. Pace truck is already off as Baldwin was just getting to turn 4. That was a huge gap. Top 6 cars all going to battle for position. Gucci going to fall back just a little bit, but we're not going anywhere from the front of the field here as we're down to 7 to go. Baldwin has the race lead. Here comes the big slider by Coaster in 1 and 2. Oh, what a fantastic pass there. Oh, Contact Carpenter's going to bounce it off the inside wall. Nice save there. Now 6 laps remaining. Baldwin going to fall back behind Mungin, and here's Reed Whitney back into the action as we are under the caution flag for the 10th time in this feature. Looks like potentially trouble for Connor Fetro. Let's see if we can check it out here from the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. Oh, he got fed a right rear, bounced it off the outside wall. That was more than right side romance, we'll say it that way. So, Fetro going to try to get the car swung around here, and he will, at least should be able to get that car moving again. Yeah, he did not want to have to pull through the pit lane. I think that's what he was trying to avoid, but so looking back to the front of the field here with 5 to go, should be single file restarts the rest of the way. Here is our answer to the question. I guess I had the schedule wrong. Ready for sprints tonight. That's Alex Greenswig, the promoter of the Snydersville Raceway Series. Alex, I guess we're not doing the big blocks and 358s tonight. So I managed to check a wrong schedule somewhere. Should be 5 to go when they get the green flag to go back to racing. Yeah, there you go. 410s at Lernerville. So Yeah, I definitely screwed that one up. Not 358s, big blocks versus small blocks. We're going 410 racing at Lernerville. Little bit different from the 305s they're going to run here at Volusia. Green flag back in the air, 5 to go. Let's see if we can't get this one wrapped up here. Now 4 to go. Coaster, Mungin, and Baldwin, top 3 are going to break away. Reed Whitney, they're ready to pounce. Oh, what a move by Mungin. He's up to second. Makes a little bit of contact with the race leader. Caution flag back out on the speedway. Oh, man, that was shaping up to be a fantastic duel. Take a look, see if we can see what happened here to Josh Anderson. Keep your eyes on that 24 Abreu Vineyards entry. He got into the inside wall. Seth Stenzel making contact as well. It has been a long night for Seth Stenzel, and a couple of these drivers having issues. So get back to the front of the field. We were actually just working on our master schedule for the 2021 season. The numbers here are fairly ridiculous, actually. We'll pull it up here from a National Touring Series schedule. How about this one, folks? Starting with the January 11th Chili Bowl prelim nights until the final national or international series event of the year, we will have a total of 758 major races. Wrapping things up in December, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix from the Yas Marina circuit for the Formula One World Championship. Pretty insane. And that's not counting any of the local tracks either. We were actually just working Lernerville's schedule not too long ago. Lernerville with a long list of races here. Whole lot of 410 sprint car racing coming up. Also some Rush late models, Rush sprint cars, Rush modifieds, Rush stock cars, you name it. They're going to run it out there at Lernerville, and then the Steel City Stampede. So pretty cool to get to make the real world comparisons coming up. Down to 2 laps to go. Nathan Coaster going to be your race leader. Jace Mungin did not get as good of a start as he might have hoped. That's going to let Dylan Baldwin stay on the tail tank. They're going to come around and see the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Volusia Raceway Park. Top 5, all single file. Big shake-up in the points coming. Checkered flag is out. Nathan Coaster picks up the win. Jace Mungin going to come home second. Dylan Baldwin third. Reed Whitney fourth. Noah Carpenter in the 5th position. And I believe Nathan Coaster was one of the cars who did not run 1 week ago. We had a couple of cars that were not running because they were involved out in Tulsa. But one way or the other, he either didn't attempt it or was a DNQ, but Nathan Coaster is going to pick up the win tonight and get a bucket full of points. Jace Mungin with his 2nd straight runner-up finish. Let's see if he can... see if Nathan can get the car up onto the victory podium here. Nope, not quite. So we'll get you the results here from tonight's feature event. Nathan Coaster getting the win over Jace Mungin by a little over 1/10.5. Dylan Baldwin 3rd, Reed Whitney 4th, Noah Carpenter completes the top 5. Logan Watt 6th, Vincent Gucci 7th, Landon Hathaway 8th, Jackson White 9th, Logan Mears rounds out your top 10. We'll get the scroll through here on the rest of the field. And then we are going to have to get to the commercial break quick. We're actually going to put up the Be Right Back screen, and then you'll get the commercial break, because we've got to get set for 410 sprint cars from Lernerville. But congratulations once again to Nathan Coaster, your winner tonight in round number 2 of the Quarter Midget iRacing series. And with that, we will be back here in just a moment. You are watching the Wednesday night iRacing doubleheader right here on the National Racing Network.
At 600cc Performance, our roots run deep in CC racing. A leader in fuel injection, dyno tuning, wiring, and diagnostics. With over 15 years of experience in building and tuning, you can count on us to get you to the winner's circle. Whether it is diagnostics, sales, or service, 600cc Performance is your source for everything CC racing. Find out more at 600ccperformance.com.
If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Geek Pen is an electronics recycling center which specializes in restoring electronics to usable condition. They turn salvageable parts from donated equipment into working electronics for those on a budget. The best part is your old gear doesn't end up in a landfill. Free Geek Pen also does computer repair. Find them online at freegeekpen.org. Give them a call at 717-721-2494 or stop by the shop on Main Street in Ephrata. Think freegeekpen.org.
Welcome back, everybody. You got to hear the cars start to come in here. Let's get you the results for heat races 1 and 2 as heat race number 3 is pulling out onto the racetrack here. Okay, well, here, let's get you the starting grid for this one. Paul Mancini and Alex Kolinick's going to make up row number 1 for heat 3. WB James and Harold Klump in row number 2. James Benz and Isabella Van Orden in row number 3. Row number 4 is going to have Lawson Zarensis and Jared Rarig. Try to show you the heat 1 results here real quick. Logan Rumsey over Doug Smith, Jack Zione, Talon Carter, Gavin Krupp, Tom Arntz, Tyler Montague, and Greg Sager. And we are underway here, so, oops, wrong
Wrong button. 8 to go. Mancini jumps out to the early lead. He's going to be the Mancini Custom Builders 007. Here's Alex Kolonix and W.B. James battling for second. Oh, James almost goes around. Kolonix able to hold on to the spot. James gets it straightened back out, but now he's going to be in a duel with Harold Klump for the third position. Down to 5 to go. Mancini with an almost 1 second lead. It's another full second back to James. Klump and Ben's going to be the best battle on the racetrack. Let's show you that one. Benz gets it way up against the outside. That's going to let, Klump was way wide on the outside. That's going to let Benz come through to the inside. Down to 4 to go here at Lernerville. Show your leaders at the front of the field. There's Paul Mancini. You'll notice the fencing way to the outside. So if you go off the back of the racetrack, you basically have to rejoin in an ugly fashion no matter what way you're going to do it. Trouble for Alex Kolonix. He's now pit side. You can really hear Mancini blipping the throttle there. Good run for the 007. Checkered flag is out here on heat race number 3. Paul Mancini going to pick up the win. Let everybody come across the timing and scoring loop, and then we'll get you the results here on the screen. Then we'll show you the results from heat race number 2. Mancini, James Benz, Klump, Rarig, Zarensis, Kolonix, and Isabella Van Orden. Here's the results from heat race number 2. Jesper Zigafus picking up the win over Jordan Cox, Cody Welsh, John Diotti, Xavier Sprague, James Coslow, Colt Perez, and Austin Kroboth. So hopefully that's gotten everybody caught up here. Now getting the next heat race gridded up. Kyle Smith, Loudon Reimer going to be on the front row for this one. Adam Bouchel and Brian Sharp in row number 2. Chris Kurtzel, Logan Dontonville in row 3, and Walt Shadak all alone in row number 4. I want to give a special shout out here. See if I can get the graphic. There's the right one. High Pressure Washing and Painting presenting tonight's Hard Charger Award. Should be $10 to the Hard Charger in tonight's feature event. Got to look at him here on the outside. A little different look tonight. Doesn't look as much like the modified that he usually runs. Loudon Reimer, currently your points leader in the series. Nice feature article today by our own Mark Hackett on Loudon. You can find that on our website at nationalracingnetwork.com. So you see the pace truck make the big, hard right-hand turn to get into the pit area. Down the front straightaway, green flag in the air. Kyle Smith going to be your race leader. Loudon Reimer going to work to the outside. He's going to lose a little bit of ground there. In fact, he was 2/10 slower than Kyle Smith that time. That high side's going to come in, and in fact, I think you're starting to see it now. These 410s are an absolute blast to watch rip around Lernerville Speedway. At the line, new race leader Loudon Reimer. He's going to grab the lead by a quarter second over Kyle Smith. Adam Bouchel now running in the 3rd position. Chris Kurtzel, Logan Dontonville, Walt Shadak, Brian Sharp. The remainder of your 7-car field as we are down to 5 laps remaining. They do tick them off in a hurry here. Best lap time for the race belongs to your race leader at a 13.81 seconds. Lap time will pick up Kyle Smith. He's trying to make the inside work, but here comes Adam Bouchel looking to the outside. Plenty of width on the back straightaway. Bouchel keeps it way wound up, 2 to go, and he'll claim position number 2. Kyle Smith falls 1 back. We'll pick up Chris Kurtzel here for just a moment, as we are down to the white flag and 1 lap remaining for that car. Race leader Loudon Reimert making his way down the back straightaway. Off of turn 4, almost hooks it off the back edge, but he'll pick up the W here in heat number 4. Reimert picking up the win over Adam Bouchel. Kyle Smith and Chris Kurtzel. Let's get you the results here for this one. And we are already timed to grid up the consolation race. That's why the iRacing graphics here kind of blowing up a little bit on us. A 3-second win for Reimert over Bouchel, Smith, Kurtzel, and Dontonville. 9-car starting grid for tonight's consolation race. Lawson Zarensis and Walt Shadak will lead the field to green. Tyler Madigue and Cole Perez in row 2. Alex Kolinix and Brian Sharp in row number 3. Greg Sager and Austin Kroboth in row 4. Isabella Van Orden will complete the field. Just seeing this comment coming in. We'll get it up on the screen here. It was from the last race, but hey, we'll take it. Let's go Talon coming in from Harley Berry. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Harley. And I will definitely agree with the sentiments on this one. DJ Vetter saying, good racing. Yeah, this has been, from what we've gotten to see so far, it's been pretty good. Lights are going to go out on the iRacing safety truck. We'll get the quick reminder here in before we go green. You can support the National Racing Network on Patreon. Visit us at patreon.com/National Racing Network. For the start of this one, I'm going to be quiet here for a minute, and I'll remember to turn my mic off this time. We'll let you enjoy it. Crank it up. Couple of cars having trouble early. Tyler Madigue, one of those having an issue here. Oh, big hip check there. Madigue up and out of the ballpark. Also trouble for Isabella Van Orden as well. That may have been Greg Sager that, yeah, Sager made the initial contact, and then a big shot in the back end from the 014 of Austin Kroboth gets Isabella Van Orden up on her side. So she will unfortunately have to tow off as well. I'll check with race control here, see how many cars we're going to transfer in. Top 8 will come from the, I'm sorry, this is the C main. So we're going to transfer top 3 from the C to the B, and then it'll be the top 8 will transfer out of the B and into the A main tonight. So 10 to go here in this one. Top 3 will transfer. Alex Kolinix, the first car on the outside looking in. Back to green flag racing. It's a huge jump for Lawson Zarensis. He's going to be a race leader easily into turn number 1. Pick things back up here. That is the 22 of Alex Kolonix. Oh, and heavy contact with the 017 of Perez. Kolonix going to have to get it down to the inside. Unlike the quarter midget race, these cars have damage turned on. That may affect Kolonix enough to keep him out of the feature tonight. We'll keep an eye on that car as we're down to 6 to go. See if we can try this one again. I'm going to be quiet. We'll give you guys a chance to enjoy the sprint cars. Go ahead and crank it up. Alex Kolonix, now your second place car. You saw the pass off of turn 4 on Cole Perez. Perez falling back just a little bit. But it is a full second and a third back to the 4th place running Greg Sager. So with 2 to go, Cole Perez should be able to hang on to this thing so long as there's no big driving errors. There's your race leader at the front of the field. Sorry for the harsh transition there. Lawson Zarensis catching lap traffic. That's going to be the 11 car, but it's not going to matter. Checkered flag is out on this one. Lawson Zarensis picks up the win over Alex Kolonix and Cole Perez. There are your results. Zarensis, Kolonix, and Perez are going to be the 3 that will transfer, or at least 3 that should transfer anyway. Sager, Shadak, Kroboth, Sharp, Manague, and Isabella Van Orden will see their night come to an end. Gridding up now for the B main. Get you the starting lineup on this one. Gavin Krupp and Xavier Sprague are going to make up the front row. Jared Rarig and Logan Dontonville in row 2. Tom Arts, James Coslow in row 3. Lawson Zarensis and Alex Kolonix in row 4. Cole Perez is going to be the only starter in row number 5. So 8 should be the number that transfer here. You got to see the grid. Let's get the timing and scoring tower up here on the outside. For those of you that are just joining us, hopefully you've seen the announcement post, and we're over 1,500 looks on it so far, but premiering on our premiere episode of the Highside Hustle tomorrow night with Burt Wojcik and Adam Rubright, a couple of fantastic guests. Brian Walker, better known as Walkipedia from Twitter, guru of all things dirt racing and one of the new PR leads for the World of Outlaws, and Mr. Double Driller, Brian Carber. As the field takes the green flag, 8 of 9 will transfer here, so we'll probably keep an eye towards the back of the pack here. Oh, big wreck. We caught it there. Lawson Zarensis up and over. Oh, look at that. Give it a little gas. Get the instant replay on that one. See if... Lawson Zarensis, the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay. We're going on board. This is what he saw. Go back to green flag racing. There's Lawson Zarensis. Now he's just got to see if he can catch Jared Rarig, and he's about 6 seconds back here with 9 laps to go. How about that, though? Punch the throttle, and away you go. Gavin Krupp going to be your race leader. Almost slides it off the banking. That's going to allow Xavier Sprague to catch up. Down to now 6 laps remaining. Oh, Sprague just about got it off the backside of the racetrack. We'll pick up Cole Perez here. He's battling with Tom Arntz. Alex Kolonix, James Koslow there in the party as well. Oh, and Arntz is going to get turned down the front straightaway. Tom Arntz goes around and he's going to get it caught up on the outside wall. Is he going to be able to get it unstuck? He does, but there goes Lawson Zarensis for the final transfer spot. And with only 4 to go, that may be it for Tom Arntz. Because that car may be a handful to control anyway. In fact, Lawson Zarensis not that far from putting Arntz a lap down. We'll pick up your race leader, Gavin Krupp, with 2 to go. A good looking paint job on that race car. We'll feature it up for you here. See if we can check the comments as well. Checkered flag is out on this one. Gavin Krupp going to be your winner. He throws it off the backside of the racetrack. Getting ready to do the victory donuts. That's fantastic. Here are the results from the B main. Krupp, Dontonville, Kolonix, Sprague, Perez, Koslow, Rarig, Zarensis, all will transfer in. Tom Arntz is the first car left looking in on the outside. Have a couple of minutes of warm-up action here. So we'll get the kind of a mixed camera shot up here for you. On board with Cody Welsh. Pull up a couple of comments here from YouTube. Cody the Kid saying, good luck everyone. Wish I could be there to race tonight. Patrick O'Brien from Facebook. Big Jim's cookies forever. Dylan Pence checking in saying he's got Loudon Reimert for the feature. There is one driver that we haven't talked about yet, but you can't ignore him. That's this car right here, the 141 of Logan Rumsey. He is a force to be reckoned with every time he is in an iRacing server. Get another one up for you here. This one from Craig Sprague. Let's go X Factor 5 to the front. There's the 41 of Rumsey, and you just saw it. There is no retaining wall on the outside. There's nothing to bounce it off of. You get over the banking, you are going to be in deep, deep trouble. Another comment coming in here. This one, once again, from Jacob Stitzel. Go Johnny, get the win. Taking a look through some more of the comments here. Virginia Cogdill, thank you very much. That was very generous of you. We appreciate your support. Vincent Parati with an apropos comment here, just saying the GOAT. Well, wow. That's what the gyrocam looks like when you wad up a 410. Now we're going to go overhead, pick up Paul Mancini in the Mancini Custom Homes 007. Also get you a look at Jesper Zigafus there in the 77. Tried to pick up John Diotti, but he was off track. Here's Adam Bouchel in the 131. Also, the one of Talon Carter in the Brock Zierfoss colors, trying to get himself back onto the racetrack. While we have him in here, let's get the plugs all in. Remember, you can support the National Racing Network on Patreon at patreon.com/National Racing Network. Give you all sorts of inside access and behind-the-scenes looks and all that kind of stuff. And depending on your level of support, we even get you involved in some of the decision-making and all that kind of fun stuff. So make sure you head on over and check that one out, patreon.com/National Racing Network. And like us on all the socials, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We are at National Racing Network. And we're going to have to update the graphics here because we also have a new Twitter handle. We are at VNRN TV. Actually, we should be able to pull up any tweets that you guys send us as well here. Let's see if we can get that one set up. Take a look here and see what we can find in the tweet department as well. So yeah, basically all you got to do is tweet us at VNRN TV, and we should be able to see those as well here. We'll show you this one here. The comment's going to be too long, but we'll get it up there anyway. Thank you very much, Scott, for the retweet. First episode of the Highside Hustle tomorrow night, and it's a big one. Walkopedia and World of Outlaws PR man Brian Walker. And the rest of the tweet that you can't see is we have Brian Carber on the show tonight, or tomorrow night, I should say. You can catch that one live right here on the National Racing Network starting at 8 o'clock. And it is feature time here at Lernerville. Here is your starting lineup. Your pole sitter is going to be the 141 of Logan Rumsey. The 77 of Jesper Zigafus will line up to his outside. Paul Mancini and Loudon Reimer will make up row number 2. Doug Smith and Jordan Cox in row 3. WB James and Adam Bouchel in row 4. Jack Cione and Cody Welsh in row 5. James Benz and Kyle Smith in row number 6. Row 7, Talon Carter and John Diotti. Harold Klump and Chris Kurtzel in row number 8. Row 9, Gavin Krupp and Logan Dontonville. Alex Kolonix and Xavier Sprague in row 10. Row 11, Cole Perez and James Koslow. Row 12, Jared Rarig and Lawson Zarensis. 50 laps the distance. Caution flags are gonna count. Pick out your favorite Who's It Gonna Be race fans as field makes their way into turns 3 and 4. And it's showtime at Lernerville. And already under the caution flag, take a look, see if we can see what happened here. May have been trouble for Xavier Sprague. That Black Hooters sponsored number 5. Oh, we got it up off the backside of the racetrack. Launches it back in. Let's see. There may have been another reason for the early caution here. A couple of cars making contact. Yeah, I think that may have been the reason for the caution. Klump getting turned around just a little bit. Alex Kolinick's making contact, but that may have been after the caution flag here. So see if we can get an answer from race control on what the reason for the caution may have been. And in this race, you can see the caution laps are ticking off on this one. So yep, there's the answer from race control. That one was for the 5 going around off of turn number 4. Barry Greenswig, promoter of Snydersville Raceway, checking in, saying, let's go, Rarig. Jacob Stitzel chiming in, saying, hopefully it's John Diotti. So, a couple of other drivers getting some love here, a little bit deeper in the pack. Rarig currently running in the 19th position. John Diotti running in 14th. For the restart, Paul Mancini was able to get around Jesper Zigafus before the caution came out. So Mancini will line up to the outside of Logan Rumsey on row number 1. Zigafus and Smith will make up row number 2. Well, now Jasper's starting to get in line there behind Logan as well. So we'll see where everybody gets forced to line up here. Logan Rumsey bringing the field down incredibly slow for the restart. Yeah, he's actually slowing down to let the pace truck catch back up. So race control saw something they didn't like, and that's going to bring the caution flag back out. Oh, here we go. Now we're back under green. Mancini on the outside. Rumsey able to grab the cushion quick. He's going to check out just a little bit, called a car length and a half into turn number 3. Everybody riding the cushion. James Benz having a little bit of an issue back in the pack. 122 slides it off the back. That's John Diotti, curse of the announcer. He's off the racetrack. We've got a battle for the lead. Mancini sets the quickest lap of the race, 6/100ths faster than Logan Rumsey that last time by. Rumsey going quicker at each end of the racetrack. In fact, he just set a quickest second half and a quickest overall lap time at a 13:24. And Logan Rumsey's already opened up the lead out to a half second. 10 of 50 about to go up on the scoreboard. Kyle Smith and Jax Yohn battling now. This is for the 10th position. Trouble for Doug Smith. Caution is out. See if we can see what happened here. We just started to see Doug Smith drop like a rock. Keep your eye on the 119. Smith spun it off the backside of the racetrack. Tried to get it wound up again, but the caution flag already out. See if we can't give you what that looks like from inside of one of these race cars. Already the mud all over the tear-offs. And that is just how quickly that happens. So Doug Smith now going to be at least already 2 laps down as we work lap 13 of 50. Want to remind everybody about the High Pressure Washing and Painting Hard Charger Award. That one's going to be $10. I think it's $10 anyway, going out to the Hard Charger in tonight's race. Currently, we actually have a multi-way tie for that one, so it goes to the highest finishing driver. In this case, Chris Kurtzel up 4 positions to the 12th spot. Thank you very much to everybody at High Pressure Washing and Painting for your support of the Snydersville Raceway Wide Open Wednesday Series. Going to be side by side once again, Rumsey and Mancini, Ziegefuss and Reimert. And as we get ready to go back to green, we'll invite you to crank it up. Big trouble at the front of the field. Logan Rumsey having an issue. We got to pull up the replay on this one. Here on the Hot Shoe Racewear Instant Replay, see what happened. Oh, Reimert and Rumsey got together. Something tells me we may see a penalty call out of race control. We will wait for that information. But that is going to shake things up considerably. Chris Kurtzel and Jax Yohn each had an issue as well leading into that caution. We'll go back to the live look here because that's your new race leader, Jasper Ziegefuss, at the front of the field. Paul Mancini currently running in the second position. Jordan Cox is going to restart third in the number 1. To his outside will be W.B. James, followed by Adam Buechel and Talon Carter. Carter is the 3 on your screen, the Brock Zierfoss colors, but he's 1 in timing and scoring. So we should be going back to green flag racing this time. Yeah, there's the pace truck off to the back of your screen. But we are going to stay under the yellow flag here. I think there was, Chris Kurtzel may have been asking about a lap back. Haven't seen anything official from race control yet, but it looks like, well, Loudon Reimert currently running in the 11th position is where he's being scored. So there was definitely contact there, but I don't know that it was necessarily enough to warrant a penalty. Green flag's out. Oh, big contact between Jordan Cox and W.B. James. Cox is going to have the spot. James is going to go off the back of the racetrack. Caution number 3. No, we are back under green flag racing. Duel for the race lead. Mancini to the high side, Ziegefuss to the inside. Oh, they're going to make contact. Both of them are going to head off the backside of the racetrack. That's going to put Adam Buechel into the race lead. Caution flag is out. Once again, the race that nobody wants to lead. Check out the replay, folks. It's coming up here right into your living room. Trouble for Paul Mancini. Actually, let's pull it up here again. Mancini and Ziegefuss made contact down the front straightaway. Mancini went wide into the corner. Ziegefuss just came straight up the racetrack into Mancini. Not sure if that was a push or a little bit of a loss of control, but Mancini obviously is not going to be happy with Jesper Zigafus. Good bit of self-control out of that young man. We'll take that. Probably pretty easily could have absolutely torpedoed Jesper Zigafus. So now at the front of the field is the 131 of Adam Buechele. He's up 7 spots. Cody Welsh in the 027 is going to run second. Third will be the 01 of Jordan Cox. Currently, oh, there we go. Single file restart is the word from race control. We saw that message. Hey, that worked. Thank you, gentlemen. Here's your hard charger so far, the high pressure washing and painting hard charger. Cole Perez up 16 spots to run in the 5th position. Keep your eye on that 017. Still going to get one more lap in under the caution flag. Let's go hunting back through the comments here, see what everybody saying in here. Tara Lynn checking in saying, go Jacks. And Dylan Pierce, let's go Gavin Krupp and Loudon Reimer. Jesse Lynn says, let's go Mancini. So, caution lights are out, and it looks like we're just going to reset the field here. Zigafus and Mancini are going to lead the field back to green as we're at the halfway point. 25 down, 25 to go. Mancini trying the inside lane. Adam Buechele making the outside lane work. Definitely going to have to work some cameras here for Lernerville. A little bit too tight on the coverage here, but Mancini now starting to catch back up into Zigafus at the front of the field. The gap's a half second, first to second, and another quarter second, second to third. Cole Perez has picked up another spot. He's now running in the 4th position. See if he's able to gain any time on Adam Buechele, currently sitting about 2 seconds back. Looks like we may have had trouble a little bit further back in the field as well. We're going to stay under green. Perez going to lose the spot now to Kyle Smith in the 177. And Logan Rumsey already fighting his way back inside the top 10. Currently running in the 6th position. Lawson Zarensis, hard charger candidate as well. He's up 16 spots to 8th. Here's the battle for the race lead at the front of the field. Mancini to the outside, Zigafus to the inside. 19 to go, and they're going to be in lap traffic really shortly here. Oh, one car coming back in off the back side of the racetrack. Oh, and a big hit for Mancini. Buechele's involved as well. Caution is out. Somebody was spun around. That may have been Jared Rarig. Let's take a look here. Man, that was weird. That was a netcode issue there. Rarig spun around and basically right in front of the leaders. No time to get off the racetrack or turn back around. That's a tough break for Paul Mancini and Adam Buechele. Although Buechele looks like he's going to be scored. Trying to make sense of iRacing's timing and scoring here is, quite frankly, getting more than me confused here. Zigafus is going to be your race leader. Adam Buechele is going to run second. Kyle Smith third. Logan Rumsey's up to 4th. Cole Perez holds on to 5th. Jordan Cox 6th. Lawson Zarensis 7th. Paul Mancini is now being scored 22nd. and he's actually out of the race here. So as we go back to green with 15 to go, Zigafus, Bushell, Smith, Rumsey, Perez, your top 5. Lawson, Zarensis up to 6th. Rumsey now coming around. Bushell, big slide job, 3 and 4. Bushell going to get back to the inside. Here comes Kyle Smith going 3 wide, wants to go 2 for 1 and 1 and 2. He's going to be inside of Rumsey as Bushell fights back to the inside. Oh, that made Jack Zione having trouble down the front straightaway. Collects Adam Bushell. Rumsey gets it all the way down to the infield. Caution flag is going to come out once again. Get you a look at the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay. See, we can't find. Oh, Logan Rumsey all over the back of Jack Zione. That was another move that I would say classifies as ill-advised at best. Let's take a look here and go on board with Logan Rumsey. Oh, yo, Jack Zione. Rumsey had clear racetrack in front of him. Jack Zione just slid way up the racetrack. So we'll get you back to live viewing here. Looks like Rumsey's going to be able to hold on to the spot, even though the contact sent Jack Zione around. Kyle Smith runs 3rd. Cole Perez 4th. Lawson Zarensis up to the 5th position. He's going to be your high pressure washing and painting hard charger, up 19 spots. With 10 to go, can Jasper Zigafus hold off Logan Rumsey? Your point leader, Loudon Reimer, is going to finish in the 23rd position tonight. So big points night gained for Logan Rumsey. Zigafus got a good start. Kyle Smith going to go right to work on Rumsey. They almost made contact. Perez has to really back out of the throttle. He's going to fall behind Lawson Zarensis in the battle for the 4th position. Oh, Perez almost loses it again. Battle for the race lead is tight with 8 to go. Zigafus to the inside. Rumsey's going to try to go even deeper inside. Big wiggle out of Zigafus. They make contact. Rumsey's able to hold on to the spot. Zigafus right back to the left rear again. Rumsey going to slide way up the racetrack. Here comes Kyle Smith. He's going to push the outside lane as hard as you can push it with 6 to go. Little bit of a wiggle out of the back end allowed Zigafus to get back to the inside. He's trying to rim ride. Rumsey's showing him the way. This racetrack seems to be really going away on these cars. Trying to make the outside work. Smith and Zigafus battling for the 2nd position while trying to catch Logan Rumsey. The lead now over 1 second. Going to be 3 to go this time by for your race leader, Logan Rumsey. Rumsey gets it way up on the cushion on the outside. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. And the lead is over 1 second. Just about drops the left front off the inside. Checkered flag in the air off of turn number 4 this time. And Logan Rumsey is going to pick up the win over Kyle Smith, Jasper Zigafus, Adam Bushell, and Cody Welsh. We'll get your top 3 on the front straightaway. And parking it right up there in Victory Lane. See if we can get you the shot. There it is. Victory Lane at Lernerville belongs to Logan Rumsey. See who we can get up into we can get our top 3 finishers and our high pressure washing and painting hard charger, Lawson Zarensis, into the transfer room. Gonna see who else we can move up here. We need Kyle Smith and okay, as we wait for Logan Rumsey to get up here into the transfer room, let's start our Victory Lane interviews here with Kyle Smith. Kyle, you put on a heck of a show out there. You picked up 10 spots, and somehow you're not the hard charger. Was that race as insane from the cockpit as it looked from the outside?
Oh, yeah, there was just so much going on. Yeah, it was just crazy. It was hard to avoid everything that happened in front of me, but I somehow got through all of it.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like there were a lot of incidents, and that I would imagine is kind of nature of the beast here at Lernerville, where you don't have the wall on the outside to kind of tell you where the edge is, so to speak. How difficult is that without having the seat of your pants feeling?
Oh, it's really tough because every turn when you're running the top, you have that feeling that, oh, well, if I go in just a tiny bit too hard, you're going over, then your race is just about done. So it's real tough.
Yeah, it seems like that's one of the kind of headaches that you guys deal with. But all in all, it's a fantastic points night for you. Who do you got to thank?
My parents, I'm sure they're watching right now, and just all my sponsors, anyone who supports me, really.
All right, bud. Well, Kyle, congratulations on the runner-up finish, and we will see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right, let's pick up third place finisher, Jasper Zigafus. Jasper, you had several spirited duels on the racetrack tonight between Paul Mancini, Loudon Reimer, even early potentially, and then Logan Rumsey at the end. How difficult of a race was that for you?
We had struggles early on, with them, and it was a big struggle. I didn't really know where to run on the track at all, so I was just guessing where to go and seeing where everyone else was going, and watching them a little bit, seeing what the mistakes they were doing, and that's how we got up here.
Yeah, it seemed like it was just kind of a mess all the way around, and I mean, even potentially some timing and scoring things were going on too. What's that like to deal with when you're behind the wheel of the race car?
It was a little frustrating in the beginning when I was leading there for a little bit because it was saying I was back up to fourth, behind all these cars, and then one lap to go before it's green, it's telling me to go back in the lead. So it was a little frustrating in the beginning, but towards the end, it was all right.
All right, Jasper. Well, congratulations on the podium finish tonight, coming home third. Who do you got to thank?
I got to thank MMF Chassis, Superior Auto Sales, and my stepdad, Billy. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here tonight.
All right. Well, Jasper, once again, congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right. We're just waiting to see if we're going to get Logan Rumsey and Lawson Zarensis into our transfer. Oh, here we go. Here is our high pressure washing and painting hard charger, Mr. Lawson Zarensis. Lawson, you gained 15 spots. You finished inside the top 10 tonight. What was it like for you behind the wheel?
Well, it was a lot of heart racing, to be honest with you, because there was a lot to get through there.
It seemed like every couple of laps somebody was going off the banking, especially late in the race. Turns 1 and 2 seemed to be a really big trouble spot.
Oh, yeah, definitely at this track. That's why towards the end of the race, I really didn't want to go up there because I didn't really want to ruin a good run I knew I had.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on being the High Pressure Washing and Painting Hard Charger Award recipient tonight. And who do you got to thank?
Everybody that's on my sponsor, or the sponsors that are on my car, they really have helped me through this year, and Ham Lettering especially. They been doing all my cars for free and everything. It's really nice to have them along this year.
All right, Lawson. Well, congratulations on a fantastic run tonight, and hopefully we can see you running up front without having to be the hard charger next week.
Thank you very much. Have a nice night.
So there you go. Waiting to see if we're going to get race winner Logan Rumsey here into the transfer room. We don't see him just yet, but we'll give it a minute here. And want to remind everybody, coming up tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, live from Westie's in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, it is the premiere episode of the Highside Hustle featuring Bert Wojcik and Adam Rubright. Had a couple of run-throughs with these guys over the last week. They're rip-roaring and ready to go. We're really looking forward to it. Guest tomorrow night, Brian Walker. You better know him as Walkipedia on Twitter. I don't know that there is a better source of information right now from in the world of dirt oval racing. And then coming up after Mr. Walker, we're going to have Brian Carber on, the guy who has been hot for most of the 2020 season. And he kicked off the 2021 season in fantastic fashion, picking up a couple of drillers at the Tulsa Shootout. And he's going to be running a Keith Coons Midget in the Chili Bowl next weekend. I mean, it really is... It is an incredible story that we have. So really looking forward to having Brian Walker and Brian Carber on the show tonight for the Highside Hustle. And since we're not able to get Logan Rumsey into the room here, let's get you the results one more time before we sign off. Your race winner tonight by 2 seconds over Kyle Smith is Logan Rumsey. Jesper Zigafus, Adam Bouchel, and Cody Welsh complete your top 5. 6 through 10 belongs to Talon Carter, Alex Kolinix, Logan Dontonville, Lawson Zorensis, and Jordan Cox. And for everybody here at the National Racing Network, it has been our pleasure to have you hanging out with us this Wednesday night. Hopefully we'll get to see everybody tomorrow night for the premiere edition of the Highside Hustle. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.